On stream?
Yeah, it was on stream.
Okay,
you can go back and watch it. The set's probably up right now. You can go back and watch. Razor was playing really smart, played super defensive, and started to catch on.
He was Sheik or is he Bayo?
Bayo. Yeah, beat Villager with Bayo.
That makes sense.
And now he's going Lucario.
He's not
okay.
Lucario.
I was about to say, like, Razor, what are you doing? Like, after you have that good set against Panda Bear, then you're gonna like pull out Lucario against Big Mac? Nah.
Yeah, let the Bayo ride.
Let the that's
and
the smartest thing to do. Let this Bayo ride.
Bayo is the kind of character that can just make magic happen, and we've seen it time and time again. We'll have to see it happens here today. Big Mac, one of the now he's been quite a storied PR member. He used to be kind of like fresh on the scene, one of the new bloods. He's not a Brawl veteran by any means, but now he's been on for about a year now in a row. And we'll have to see if Razor's someone who has still never really broken onto PR. He's only ever been around 30th or 28th in our mathematical calculation.
Yeah. But the way he's been playing recently, he wants to make a statement, especially like with that set against Panda Bear and with the way he's been playing recently. Now,
again, I think it's going to come down to consistency, because like it's easy to find that like little bit of X factor, a little bit of gusto in one set, but then to do it for an entire tournament, that's another story.
Yeah, that's what separates the men from the boys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
so here
right
we go.
There, this is going to be the challenge: is that Razor is very apt at using Witch Time, but here's the thing, and Big Mac has said this himself. I never get Witch Time. It just doesn't work on me. Yep. And right there, like you see, any time that he's going for that, Big Mac has the presence of mind to know when it's coming.
And it looked like Razor DI'd in on the ledge, trying to avoid the maybe a fair out of that down scrum, and that ruined his life, because he ate the up air for free pretty much from Big Mac.
Yeah,
to stop.
Yeah, you really can't. And like I said right there, like it's helpful to Witch Time in this matchup, because this is a matchup that a lot of Sheik players will say that no, Sheik does really well against Bayo. And one of the big factors is avoiding Witch Time.
Oh, but you gotta tech those.
Jeez, that was a lightning quick neutral air down. And just Big Mac was not ready for it and caught him with a good stage spike.
It was certainly a techable situation. We saw the big blue spark. That's the indicator of if a stage spike is techable or untechable. But now we're seeing Big Mac, he doesn't really look slowed down at all.
He just takes the stock and then he gets back into the game immediately. When Big Mac Sheik, it's 100% aggression both on offense and defense.
Well, got to watch out for that Witch Disc combo. Good DI, though. No follow-up coming out here from Razor. All right.
Good grenade placement. Because I'm pretty sure that was to cover if that was going to cover a roll or a spot dodge, but I guess Razor just got stuck in the dash attack and it didn't.
I know you want to make that grenade look really smart, but that was a misinput.
I mean, yeah.
You're trying your best, and I appreciate it.
Here's the thing with Big Mac, anytime he grenades, it just ends up being smart.
That bouncing Fisher was a smart follow-up to seal up the stock, and that's going to be game one. Going to Big Mac, and he doesn't look fooled at all by any Witch Time mix-ups on landing.
Like when I heard Big Mac say, "I don't get Witch Time," I'm like, come on. At one point, it happens to everybody. Like it's like drinking water, right? As long as you're breathing, you're gonna have one mistake where you have a hitbox out and Bayonetta can Witch Time it. But Big Mac's been true to his word. I have actually not seen him get Witch Time at all. So. Maybe there might be some truth.
Oh, I'm sure it's happened.
I'm not sure it's happened, but I'm
not that good of a Smash 4 historian in Chicago.
I don't remember every single time that Big Mac got Witch Time.
But he's not falling for any of Razor's Witch Times. I think that the Witch Times are kind of in obvious landing mix-up situations. Let's see. Okay, that grenade there, again, probably a misinput. I think he's trying to do some B-reverse needles. It's usually a pretty effective technique to kind of mix up your movement, because you can dash backwards and then needle.
And Razor, he's been trying to get these Bayonetta combos online, but Big Mac's DI has just been way too good this entire set. Every single time he gets an opportunity to do the combos, Big Mac is good on the SDI, good on the DIs out of the side Bs. Only been getting one or two minor exchanges anytime that Razor manages to land a hit. And while Razor's been also spacing his down tilt a lot, it has been working on Big Mac, and that
Not going to quite do it. But the intangibility on which I'm going to save him from that grab from Big Mac.
That's the one thing that I think that's the one reason, because anytime that he sees Witch Time on the ground, I feel like Big Mac's instinct is go for the grab, because that usually is the best option. That within getting him out of that up air, I think that might have saved him, because that would have killed.
And again, DIing very well even on that first hit of fair, making sure that the afterburner kick doesn't follow up.
That was smart. He took away his ledge invincibility. I don't think there was anything that Razor could have done.
Excellent coverage from Big Mac.
And now starts to get the forward air string. Oh, well.
I was going to say you need to charge that a little bit more, but Razor knows how light Sheik is.
Barely enough. And the very rare Witch Time from Big Mac, I guess. I guess I've got to eat my own words now. That was
all you need is one. Like,
yeah.
You can get punished for like 20%, maybe 30% for missing a Witch Time here and there. But if you land the one and it gets the kill, that's what matters.
Yeah. And Razor almost had that string down. But good job on Big Mac getting out of it, DIing down to the platform, not wanting to bother with that at all.
You know, I do want to see Razor go for the, if we're seeing Big Mac play more patient, needle-y game, trying to find an opening from Razor, I want to see Razor counteract that with those bullet arts. Because the bullet arts can kind of like counter camp someone.
Oh yeah, the bullet arts are really good. Oh, that was a really smart side B. Using that to go towards the ledge and open up a lot of options for if Big Mac wanted to chase. Oh, and that trade there, that could just do Big Mac in. Nope, DIing out of it.
Yeah, maybe a second Witch Twist there wouldn't have connected, which is why Razor went for the fair one instead. Or maybe he was looking for just something spicy.
Nice get up attack. Now starting to lay a little bit more onto the needles, staying at a good space. And Razor's finding a hard time getting in. Up throw. Wanted that mix up, but Bayonetta can get out of that super easily with that bat within.
Couple of dive kicks, staying away from Big Mac's punish range.
Oh, that's it. Rolls into the down tilt. No, not quite. He's still living.
That was perfect DI.
Just barely hanging on by the skin of his teeth.
Any less than perfect DI and he was dead.
He's got another lease on life. Trying to chase with the up air and lands with the back air. Catching game 2, and all of a sudden we're going to game 3. This is looking a lot like the Panda Bear set, where all of a sudden Razor just starts adapting faster and faster, and once you hit game 3,
anything can happen in game 3.
Anything can happen.
Just by definition, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see where we end up. Okay, it is Smashville here for Big Mac. Makes a lot of sense. This is just an absolutely fantastic Sheik stage.
You want those short sides with Sheik because that's where you're going to get your early kills. That's where you're going to get your consistent kills. And so far, starting off with another big lead, taking him across the stage with a forward air string, keeping him on ledge. Razor playing a little bit smarter by the ledge as this set has gone on.
I do like the way that Razor's played at disadvantage, because just by the nature of Sheik's frame data, you will be at disadvantage for at least a portion of any set versus Sheik. So you need to have those mix-ups online. And Razor's showing it here. There he could have maybe retreated to the taxi platform.
And there he goes. And now he's starting to play a lot more defensive and waiting for the position to go in and get this damage. Reads another one. Wanted that pivot F-tilt to connect, but a little bit out of the way for that to truly get anything. Down tilt to contest him when he didn't have any ledge invincibility. Sometimes, especially when Bayos are contemplating planking, you kind of want to be by the ledge and have those moves that extend over just to discourage that. You almost had it there, too.
Again, good patience from Razor getting up from the ledge, though.
His ledge play this game, this is where it's been keeping him in it. Because anytime he's by the ledge, he's just playing super patient, not causing a fuss, but right there, I thought that was going to be it.
Oh, doing that little sneaky snake roll onto the stage, slinking back on, but Big Mac didn't punish terribly hard, and that might cost him because he's
trying
getting
to go
comboed.
in for it. The bullet art back air That's very scary because if you run into one of those like active hitboxes.
Oh, and there Razor was looking for something sneaky with the falling down air out of the missed 50-50 attempt from Big Mac, because that just has such crazy, unpredictable knockback. You don't know what can happen when you get hit by a max rage falling dare from Bayonetta.
Yeah, this is scary territory right now because Bayonetta's at the percent with all this rage. A lot of her combos might be able to kill. So Big Mac's got to be very careful, stick to his footsies game that he's been playing.
And Razor hasn't shown which time yet.
Yeah, he's been keeping it in the pocket.
Always a possibility.
The dive kick back down to make it safe. Ish. I mean, safe because dash attack probably is not going to kill until at least 200, I would imagine, or probably even more.
It wasn't really a high committal punish, but there's that witch time.
And that's the downfall. Big Mac is just waiting for the witch time.
That's good to know that Big Mac's waiting for that witch time, and good play from him because, like we said, it hadn't been shown. Like games 1 and 2, he showed it a lot, especially game 1. And that was the first time he actually pressed that button. Big Mac showed the patience.
Yeah, it started off this set like we said. Razor is a Bayonetta that really knows how to get into situations to make witch time work for him. But if you get too predictable with it, a player like Big Mac will catch onto it. That's exactly what he's been doing. Time for the mix-up on the jabs there. Trying to frame trap him with that up B. And Big Mac is just weaving in and out of Razor's range, even by the ledge now. Starting to catch up on his habits. Trade there, giving Razor a little bit more stage control.
I think Big Mac has done at least 120% damage with just needles in this game. We're seeing him take his sweet time punching every single little misstep that Bayonetta makes. Yeah, look at that. You didn't land quite safely, you'd eat 4% for needles.
This is really the struggle with it, and almost gets that conversion, but once again, good DI from Mac, and the tech! That is scary to tech because it leaves you in a position where Bayonetta could follow up with something else, but if you're fast enough. Another bat within. Nice chase down. Not getting it quite yet, though. Forward throw, Mike.
Yep, there it goes.
All right, so 76%. This is the percent where Bayonetta
waiting it out on the invincibility platform.
That's
I think we know Big Mac's strategy.
Big Mac's just got to take his time at this point. He's got a really good percent lead. He cannot let himself fall into the combos, but here we go. Falls out of the mix-up. But now he's just that much percent closer.
That was an intentional grenade.
Yeah. I mean, if it's by ledge, the 50-50.
Okay.
DI's away from the back air, but the percent's getting closer and closer.
Razor's not been able to read the afterburner kick DI at all.
And reads the air dodge, and that's going to do it. Big Mac closing it out in a very close game 3. Holding it down, but you could tell that he was kind of holding his breath a couple of times there. Razor was looking for it. Like, he was hungry for that win that entire last game.
Oh, yeah. He was so hungry for that. I think Big Mac was watching Melee last weekend, where you camp out the person with the 0-to-death combos, and you take your sweet time in game 3. And
then you have
and then someone writes an absolutely horrible article about it that understands